Okay, hi. Here we are. I didn't even intend to stream or anything, but things happened, things occurred. Those things are on screen right now, and I'm so irritated that I'm gonna nitpick the hell out of this and then suffer through the cuckoo clock that is basically cutting me off. Thank you. So yeah, apologies. This is gonna be scuffed as hell. If there's anybody watching, it's probably gonna be as a VOD, so I'm sorry. Me as a Halo nut, I'm super irritated and I need to open my mouth and spit it out to the world to listen because Jesus Christ, I am irked. This is Game of Thrones final season level of this is awful. Well, people are watching videos all the goddamn time here in just chatting. Remember? Where should that be the problem? On YouTube, there's a heck ton of reaction videos and whatnot. It would be kind of stupid to do that. I'm confuzzled. Confuzzled, irritated, and worried for my channel. Thank you. Ah. So yeah, guess we're gonna do this with stills because apparently I'm gonna be TOS'd if I play the video. Although I know. Copyright is a weird ass bitch. uh yeah, first of all, what the hell is this planet? Is this supposed to be Harvest? It's not Reach. Reach isn't a desert. It might have a desert, but what the hell is this? People, explain it to me. Then, okay, Kalashnikovs. They make a lot of sense. I know you're gonna jump down my throat, right? But people, did you look into the other material of the books and so on, the actual canon material? There's actually a comic where New Mombasa is infiltrated and a dude is wielding an MP40 from the Second World War. As long as it shoots bullets and it can kill aliens, I don't think that a few rebels, because those are insurrectionists, I bet my ass on it. As long as it shoots bullets and it can kill aliens and UNSC soldiers, they're probably gonna use it. And I don't know. You know the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know the showrunners of this fixed a lot that wasn't broken and they broke it, but uh, you catch the drift. Uh, 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 uh. Let's see, let's see. More Kalashnikovs. Weirdest character, nobody's probably gonna care about. Master Chief, probably all of their budget went into his Mjolnir suit, because it is literally the only thing that is looking good in this show. That is live action, that is. The elites are completely CGI, and they even fucked up those armors. Let's see, let's jump a few frames. I wanna see that gun that looks like... What is that? There, look at this gun. Let's see if I can get a better still of it. Is that styrofoam? That looks like hanging styrofoam. All the budget went into the armor, and then they just pushed the styrofoam gun into his hand and said, "Here, roll this." You could have just gotten a goddamn Nerf gun and repainted it. No, it has to be styrofoam for your main character. Uh, yeah, cool minigun. Shot off whatever this is supposed to be. Like this wall, defense wall. What were they defending from? Probably UNSC, considering all the fighting that's been going on before the Human Covenant War. If that is still canon in this weird ass timeline, because you get where I'm going at, right? Nice armor and everything. Needless Paramount Plus logo. Yes, yes, the Master Chief from behind. We all know that Spartans basically got Wolverine the hell up. And this isn't Steve Downes, so it's not even interesting. Just look at this Missile Arms assault rifle. I want you to look at it closely. Just for 5 seconds. What do you notice? It's square. It looks like somebody carved it out of what? Styrofoam. Where's the magazine? There isn't even an ammunition display on it. And all the armors look like they were crafted out of Warbler. At least 3D print something. Make it look like it's metal or whatever it is that you clad your soldiers in, because if I'm not mistaken, Mjolnir armor is the highest grade of titanium or something. And the Marines are clad in I forgot. Not like it matters. But this looks ridiculous. Dr. Halsey, miscast. Those machines, right? The machines the Spartans are getting dressed in. I don't even know where to start. When the whole Human Covenant War shit happened, the Mjolnir armors were already developed, but without energy shields. And you know how they got dressed up? By a bunch of humans. Those machines were first introduced in the UNSC Infinity, which was finished when? At the end of the Human Covenant War. I mean, it's a few years. And I guess a suit up scene like that looks cool. I give them that. And is this supposed to be blue team? Please don't tell me this is supposed to be blue team. If this is supposed to be Fred, why is Fred wielding a DMR? This is probably supposed to be Linda because she has a sniper rifle. Is this supposed to be Kelly? Are you gonna make me believe that? I'm not buying it. Especially because the female Spartans are so super short. Like, female Spartans are not that much shorter than male Spartans. Is it the perspective? Please tell me it's a perspective. Yes, I know I'm groaning a lot because I'm in pain. I'm in literal pain. Where are they getting suited up? Don't tell me the UNSC Infinity in this timeline is already existing pre-Human Covenant War, and they just got the Forerunner tech they used for the Infinity out of thin air. Ooh, jazz hands. And just how many of those Spartan suit-up machines are there? Please do mind, there's only a couple hundred Spartan 2s at the beginning of the Human Covenant War, because they abducted children, and half of them during the process croaked because all of the enhancements literally either killed them or fucked up their bodies. Like, has one of you played Halo Infinite? Musa sends his regards. That challenge is a nod at one of the Spartan 2s who was basically bound to a wheelchair and then helmed like all the following Spartan programs. That dude is sitting in a wheelchair, he's super jacked up, but he cannot move his legs anymore. So don't tell me in this universe they have thousands of Spartans, because judging that perspective, it's dozens upon dozens upon dozens upon dozens of machines in increments of 4. Red team is on the Spirit of Fire, MIA. Blue team, let's suppose they are blue team. Black team, during that time they're still alive and the Didact hasn't torn off their goddamn heads. I'm already getting short on teams. Oh boy. That is a good looking energy sword. I have to give them that. That is a Warthog without turret. Don't tell me the Razorback has already been built. But that's probably gonna be a Warthog without the turret. A lot of pointless action with whatever that's supposed to be. What is that gun? Can I get a better frame of this? That isn't blurry. Nope. Okay. At least he has the emblem of the blue team on it. On his armor. Even though he never had that on his armor. Period. And this armor looks like his Halo Infinite Mjolnir suit. Which is also absolutely bonkers. As in, only his Halo Infinite suit had his service number on it. And this doesn't look like a Mark IV. Let alone a Mark V. The first Mjolnir suits the Spartans were suited up in looked bulky as hell. Remember Halo 1? Halo Combat Evolved? Yeah. Most Spartans started off with that bulky ass armor. Those suits came later. Oh, right. The elites. They all look like the Arbiter. Why do they have weird ass Arbiter looking armors? What is this? Are they, like, after this fight, are they gonna sign up for, I don't know, the Tour de France? Because those helmets look like cyclist helmets that are super aerodynamic. You wanna know how a proper normal elite looks like? Let me see. Let's see. A simple Google search will tell you that elite helmet. Oh, good lord, that's ugly. Okay. Let's see. Where do we have a proper shot from the side? That isn't the Zealot helmet. I suppose that works. Reddit, here we go. This is a proper Sangheili helmet. This is just an abomination. We're not gonna talk about the way 343 fucked up elites for several games. And my hand tracking just died. Cool. Why do you die on me? Hands. Ooh! Oh god. Oh god, this is cursed. Ooh! Hello? Wrong hand. Wrong position. Oh lord. I told you this is gonna be scuffed. Oh god, what is going on? Ah. And this isn't even my final form. Oh lord. I have to fix this. Pronto. Track lead motion. Turn it back on. Settings. Lead motion settings. Mirror mode on. There we go. I warned you this is gonna be scuffed, and I didn't lie. So, right, this is a proper elite helmet. Armor for the mandibles. It looks sleek. It looks cool. It doesn't have mandibles that bite you in the eye, but I'm not even gonna start on those failures. And what is this? As I said, it looks like a Tour de France helmet or something. And don't even get me started on the 2001 Chevrolet Camry in the background. This is 2500. Why are you still driving cars that are 500 years old? Right. It takes a lot of energy to keep my true form out. Who asked you over there? Sorry, my birds. True form. Curse this hell. Yeah. Chevrolet Camry. Let's see. Weird ass choreography where the chief is basically fighting the elites as flashy as the showrunner probably told him to, which looks ridiculous. Suddenly his armor is all dirty. Yes, he fought a lot. Everything is burning. Probably everybody's dead, except for that one woman. Oh, look, a phantom. Guess what? Usually, the Covenant at the beginning of everything Halo used spirits. You know, the two-pronged, fork-shaped troop transports from Halo Combat Evolved. Anyone? I mean, they used spirits and phantoms in tandem, but usually it was spirits in the beginning. And this is a phantom. Small oversights, but the oversights are piling up because I'm already talking for 20 minutes straight and I could talk for another 20 minutes to nitpick the hell out of this. A piece of Forerunner tech, just inside a wall. Did they just brick everything up and then hope that nobody's gonna find it? Especially a reclaimer, because... let's see... Yada yada yada... A reclaimer emblem. Apparently, in the show, the chief is gonna find out about Halo first. Do you wanna know who finds out about Halo first and how? It happens on Reach. Halsey finds information about Halo on Reach in her science lab thingy, where she also baked Cortana out of a copy of her own brain. And she feeds that data into Cortana, and the chief, he doesn't know jack shit. The chief finds out about Halo when he's on the Pillar of Autumn, being defrosted, and he stares at Halo from the bridge of the Pillar of Autumn. That is the first time he sees this stellar hula hoop. Before, he's not seeing it, and he doesn't know it exists. Hell, does he even know there's Forerunner tech? I am not sure. I haven't read any of the other prequel books. My oversight. I have them in my bookshelf. I read Fall of Reach to my defense, so yeah. But the chief is definitely not finding out about Halo himself. But at least they kept the Reclaimer emblem. So there's that. And that goop, did he punch a Sangheili through the guts? Da, 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 da. Some weird colony. Is that supposed to be the chief as a kid? John never had long hair. Period. Like, the longest John ever had, right? Is like super short stubble hair. I know people are giving shit to that, well, how do we want to call it? The movie version of the book The Fall of Reach, because it was shoddily made, CGI, but it's basically one of the only times to see the Chief as a kid, other than in Halo 4 in one of the beginning cutscenes, and he always has super fucking short hair, even before he was kidnapped. Uh, Weird ass lady. They make it out as if the Chief wasn't supposed to care about anybody, which is absolute bullshit. Now this is the only good weapon prop I've seen in the entire trailer of the show. And it's not just because it's my favorite gun, it's a battle rifle, it's because that prop looks on spot. I think they spent all their money on that battle rifle prop and then had no money left for the assault rifle prop. Okay, a weird ass looking pelican. A hecton of marines. There we have warthog, mongoose, more pelicans. Is it supposed to be a scorpion back there? It's a little bit big from this distance. Let's see. Cheap in a room. That's supposed to be keys. I'm not good with military ranks. What is 5 stars? Oh, wait. General? It's probably a general, so it's not keys. Even though that actor would probably be halfway decent at keys. Probably, if you tried. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. 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 Ah. This is so sad. Cortana, play Despacito. Ah. Like, people. If you hire the voice actress of Cortana, how about you make Cortana look like Cortana? Because skin tone on Cortana. Guys, let me give you a history lesson. Cortana never had human-looking skin. She's an AI. You only see her as a hologram. There's nothing hologram about this. This is just the actress who played Halsey with a wig on, with a different hair color, and then a blue filter put over the entire scene to make her look like she's a hologram of an AI. This is like yesterday or something. A friend of mine sent a meme. Let me just dig that out real quick. Because that meme puts it into perspective perfectly. Okay, let's go to Twitter. Today would be nice. Okay, this is missing the point a little bit because this is a weapon, but blue skin, uniform. Hairstyle is okay, right? The weapon is basically Cortana's little sister, so it counts and it doesn't count at the same time. Um, she's basically Sonic. Now, live action Cortana is naked Sonic. You catch the drift, right? It's just cursed. It is cursed to hell and back. Da, da, da. Halo Cortana. See, it isn't even hard. This dude used Photoshop for like 5 minutes and he got the actress to actually look halfway like Cortana. Somebody on Reddit fixed her too. Is it so hard, people? High nines, and yeah, I agree. This is gonna be a Cowboy Bebop level of disaster, if not worse. Because you missed 25 minutes of me bickering already. I have nitpicked the hell out of this. Let's see. Halo fandom, Cortana. Da, 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 da. Where was that picture? I wanted to see the picture with all the versions of Cortana next to each other. Why do you give me that as a preview on Google and then there we go. Expand. See full size image. There. This is tiny. And yeah, it's a given that I'm gonna upload this to YouTube later. So yeah, Halo Combat Evolved 2001. She's purple-ish, but she's a hologram. Halo 2, she's blue. Looks okay. Halo 3, she's blue. She basically looks like she's naked. But she's blue and a hologram. Halo 4, she's a hologram. And she's definitely naked. I don't know who at 343 was of the mind of, oh, Cortana. Oh, my face tracking died. Yeah. I told you it's gonna be scuffed. Okay, we're back in action. That app needs an update, seriously. Where was I? Right, I don't know who at 343 thought it was a good idea to give Cortana more boobs in the time that the Chief is in cryosleep. But I guess, the Chief, he was busy sleeping, and Cortana modified his armor with nano machines, so she probably also modified herself a little bit. Right. Plot holes. Yeah, 343 was down bad. But they're usually bad, so there's that. Like, the whole debacle with Halo Infinite. I'm not even gonna go into detail with that now, because the topic at hand is the TV show. She looks so cursed. This March, the internet is gonna burn. No. Infinite actually doesn't decanonize the armor change. The Chief literally got a new set of Mjolnir armor. He got a Mark 7 that basically looks like the Mark 6. Don't ask me why. Probably because all the players bickered that the Chief's armor in 4 and 5 looks too bulky and silly. So they just moved back and said it's an upgraded version. And slapped the grapple shot on top of the armor just for the shits and gigs. But as far as I'm aware, it's a Mark 7. I haven't read Ghosts of Reach, but he gets his armor there. This is one of the cursed sniper rifles 343 made. I can tell that because of the weird-ass looking scope. There's the Phantom. What the hell did they do to the Phantom's nose? Like, what is this? They can't even get a Phantom right. This is a Phantom. They just made anything... Well, fair. They made anything on the nose of the Phantom that is glowier. Like, they amped it up to 11. I don't mind the fact that the sniper scope is wide, because it has always been wide, but that whole part, that looks weird. Just keep it wide all the way and don't, like, add this. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh, well, fair. A bunch of them actually have that round end. That's what you get if you never look at it from the front, I guess. Ah, that looks silly. You never stop learning, I guess. But the old sniper rifle didn't have it, so there's that. Okay, onward. People dying. A jackal. They actually got the jackals nice. Who would have thunk that they actually don't flunk all of the aliens? And just to put this into perspective, look at how tall the jackal is. Your your sense of size is completely skewed when you play the Halo games because jackals are as tall as normal humans. They're actually a little bit taller. This is so fucked up, but it's true. Let's see. Where is it? There. Reddit. I actually saved that link. See? Human, a grunt is just a little bit shorter than the drones, and the jackals are actually taller than normal humans. That is terrifying if you think of it. As a chief, they all look absolutely puny, but that is because he's 7 feet, 3 meters something. I don't speak freedom units, you know. So if you tell me somebody is so and so feet and inch high, that's like you're talking Chinese to me. That doesn't ring a single bell. It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a whistle. Nada. Nothing. That's why I'm grateful for the fact that they actually added centimeters here. 167 centimeters. A grand is only a wee bit shorter than I am. And drones are over 2 meters tall. Good fucking lord, that dude is tall. Good lordy lord. I'm probably as tall as a grunt. Wait, no. I'm a few centimeters taller than a grunt. Ah, that would be puny. Anyway, moving on. What are you aiming at in the middle of your hangar? I know it has to be a nice, badass shot, but what are you aiming at? Don't make yourself look silly. I mean, they did, but still. And of course, they have a hologram and they talk about how the chief has to be controlled. Yada yada. He's gonna go AWOL on us. That was never a concern. Ever. Let me just... What kind of ship is that supposed to be? That is not the Pillar of Autumn. I literally have a Pillar of Autumn model sitting there on my shelf over the screen that I'm looking at right now. That isn't the Forward Onto Dawn. This isn't the, God. I have no idea what kind of ship that is. And I don't even get what kind of Covenant ship that is supposed to be. That looks like a blob. Covenant ships are long and sleek unless they're phantoms. This makes absolutely no sense. I just said everybody go rampant with the designs here. And hold my beer. Hold my beer. Slow down. Nobody's gonna get this unless they've played the Halo games, right? This woman is talking smack like she's a flood or a forerunner or something, if I remember the trailer correctly, but now I just realized something. Yeah, not even 343 would go with that design. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is Look at the background. This is the Dreadnought. And you know where that thing was standing up until the end of Halo 2? At the center of High Charity. The Covenant Holy City. This squid-looking space station. When this is supposed to be at the beginning, right? At the beginning of the Human Covenant War. Halo wasn't discovered yet. Why is the humanoid looking thing in High Charity talking smack maybe to a prophet? What? This is just too much. Too much for me to bear. And my parakeets agree. They're bickering. Okay. Tentacle looking things. The same chick again. Marines. Oh, good lord. A normalized human who sided with the Covenant. Um, you know how ridiculous that sounds. At the beginning of the Human Covenant War, the prophets declared humans heretics because they were living on shield worlds and worlds with Forerunner artifacts. No Cubby, as an alien in the Covenant, in their right mind, would leave a human alive. Unless they had to use them to activate Forerunner attack, and then they would keep them as a hostage and not as an ally. This makes absolutely no sense if that's the case. Anyway, what I was gonna say... Sidekick! Oh, please, Nines. Please tell me you're kidding. You're telling me you're not kidding, but... Gotta be kidding me. Who greenlit this shit? I know my Halo lore. This is getting worse and worse the more I get into details. Ugh. So this chick sided with the Covenant. And there's tentacles, so... I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. No, joking aside. Blood. That's not even the sidekick, that's just a basic ass Glock. The sidekick is basically a basic ass Glock, just with a little bit of changed design so that the manufacturers of the Glock wouldn't get on their asses, but details. I just want the usual good old Halo Magnum back. Yeah, that's supposed to be blue team, alright. They all have that blue team emblem on their armor. Alexa, nein, stop. Why am I saying this? If I have an Aquadot standing here. This is gonna be chaos. Engines of Pelican. Yep, Pelican. Oh, the black dude is actually a... He's actually wearing a bit of Mjolnir. And that chick is now wielding an assault rifle. Cool. So, is he a Spartan who went AWOL? I would be intrigued if this wouldn't be a dumpster fire already. Like, I would be intrigued. But the shit I've been talking about for the past 41 minutes, yeah, no. Not intrigued. Great to tilt my behind. And he is swinging the battle rifle. Like the cool dude that he is, while being splattered with elite blood. Yep, he fucked up in elite alright. Watch him pull a Halo 5 and she's barely in this. From what I've seen, it's probably gonna follow the Chief, the perspective of Halsey, the Asian chick, maybe the black dude, maybe Blue Team once Chief is on his own. This is gonna be a clusterfuck and Chief's barely gonna be in it, but it doesn't matter because the Chief isn't even voiced by Steve Downes. Yeah, the visor has like no reflection. You know what I'm thinking? His entire armor was 3D printed, and that visor is not even see-through, and that dude doesn't even know what he's doing. Like, he's just moving around, and somebody on his ear is basically telling him, oh, move as flashy as you can. Swing your hand in this direction. There's gonna be a CGI elite there, and you're gonna clubber its head in with one swing. I mean, it makes sense. Spartans can flip over tanks, but this is probably how it went. Or somewhere along those lines. You bet that I could probably make a better helmet. Look. The helmet itself? Sure. Sure, I could probably do that. But with a visor, I only worked with see-through PLA once. And I'm actually holding up my index finger, but my hand tracking is not there. Once. That's the problem when your hand tracking is on your desk and not on your shirt. I only worked with see-through PLA once, and that was with the 3D model of Girls Frontline's Banana. And yeah, it's technically see-through, but you can't see shit through it. It just lets light pass through. Let me see if I can find a picture so you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. That is the level of see-through I can pull off. And trust me on this one. You will not be able to see anything through that. So need to like find a different material to work with. I could probably make it look better, but not wearable. But yeah, I could definitely pull that off. And that's the trailer. And Paramount Plus. Guess what? I wouldn't even waste money on Paramount Plus if the show was shaping out to be any good. Because I am already paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. If I don't cancel the test subscription, I am already also paying for Crunchyroll. I don't have infinite funds, and I'm saving money to upgrade my PC so I can properly stream high performance games. I don't have the money for this shit. And Paramount Plus, once it comes to Europe, it's probably gonna be packaged in with Sky, which is also more expensive. We're not talking about that, but Yarhar. That's all I'm gonna say. And as if this trailer wasn't bad enough, right? Being a pirate is something you please, yeah. And as if this trailer wasn't bad enough, right? Imagine I woke up earlier around 3 p.m. The first thing I did after I was basically bonked out of bed. No, I'm not gonna sing the entire pirate song. The first thing I did after I was yoinked out of bed was check my phone, And I got a notification from r/Halo with this. Halo, the series showrunners have already left the show before even the premiere date. And let that sink in. Not even the showrunners had faith in their own shit. How is this supposed to be any good? On June 25, 2021, it was reported that both Kane and Killen would be exiting the show as runners following the completion of Season 1. Killian had left prior to the start of production due to him feeling like he wasn't able to fulfill the duties of a showrunner, with Kane taking the reins as lead showrunner until post-production work had been completed. However, should the show get picked up for a second season, Kane would not return. So this is even dead before arrival. This is ill-fated from the start. Even if it's any good, you're not gonna get the same for Season 2. If you get anything at all. Oh, this show will be faithful to the games. We totally care about the game and the show will be amazing. If you would care about the games, the books, and the lore, you wouldn't pull... Yeah, right, garbage. If you cared about anything, even remotely, you wouldn't pull off so many stunts that piss off the fans. The Cortana alone is a blunder that people should demand ahead in production rolling. But that's just me. Also, side note, have a look at the previous works of those showrunners. Hint, it's not good. It's just more and more bad signs for the show. Hey you. Hi, thieving wolf. But now I am actually curious. What's the full name of the producers? Or showrunners? Da, 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 da. Let's look at this in real time, shall we? Stephen Kane. The Last Ship. Oh God Lord. He made The Last Ship. Oh great. The Doghouse. I never heard of that. The Closer. I never heard of that either. I heard of The Last Ship because my parents once binge-watched that show. And it seemed boring as hell. That's a good start. Basically, the world went to shit, and the military ship on the ocean is trying to survive after the world went to shit. That's the entire plot. Kyle Killen. Oh, he's already looking like, oh, I don't want to be here. Let's see. The Beaver. Mind Games. Fear Street. Awake. Wrecked. Oh, good lord. Lone Star. I get where that Reddit user is coming from. This looks dreadful. Jesus. Production is currently ongoing. How old is this article? Oh, June 25. So, this isn't even new news. Bro, they gave the IP to people who give zero fucks about it, and why do they do this to every game, Lamal? Yeah. The only studio that did anything good about a game, movie, or show so far was with the Sonic movie. Like, I genuinely enjoyed the Sonic movie. And not just because of Jim Carrey, because I absolutely loved Jim Carrey, and that was one of his best performances in years. But that's besides the point. Yeah, the point being, two absolute idiots ran the show and probably already ran it into the mud before the show even aired. A second season pickup seems likely for the series, given the high-profile nature of the underlying IP and high level of investment on Viacom CBS's part. Look, Viacom CBS. Viacom CBS. You know what else Viacom CBS has their feet in? Star Trek Discovery. And Star Trek Picard. I mean Picard. Intentional, unintentional. Killian was first announced as being attached to the show when it was originally ordered at Showtime in June 2018. Kane came on board to co-develop and co-showrun in March 2019. Live-action adaptation of Halo has been in the works for years. Yeah, about that, right? Viacom didn't for fucking no one. Viacom didn't for fucking no one watching it, but account for. Yeah, they probably accounted for nobody watching it. Actually, this probably went over the heads of a lot of people, but there was actually a live-action cinema blockbuster of Halo in the works that was canned, and then a really fucking good sci-fi movie was basically made out of the scraps of that. Any guesses? I know my husband knows it.
District 9.
There you go. District 9. That movie was made out of the scraps of a basically pre-production version of a Halo movie. AAA movie. However you want to call it. Hollywood. There. The Halo series is being produced by Showtime with 343 Industries and the video game developer behind the first-person shooter franchise. Yep, District 9. And that movie is really in need of a sequel, if you ask me. Because that was really freaking good. Anyway, Amblin Television will also produce with Steven Spielberg, Daryl Frank, and Justin Folvey as executive producers. Otto Bathurst and Toby Leslie will execute produce for One Big Picture, with Bathurst also directing multiple episodes. Killian and Scott Pennington executive produce for Chapter 11, with Kane also executive producing. Kiki, Wolfkill, Frank O'Connor, and Bonnie Ross serve as executive producers on behalf of 343 Industry. I do remember hearing about a Halo TV show back on Halo 4's release. I think the movie was planned around the time that Halo 3 was still hot. Around Halo 4 release, there was actually a movie to predate the game. It is actually good and it's live action. Let me see. There, Halo 4, Forward Unto Dawn. It's basically Lasky's origin story. That movie was actually good. And I think it had a tiny ass budget. But that was pulled off really damn well. In my book, at least. Let's see what IMDb says about this. Lasky. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, there's absolutely nothing. Oh, am I blind? Episodes. But it was a movie. 6.9 out of 10. That is... Well... I would have probably given it an 8 out of 10, because it's so far one of the best movie adaptations, period. The worst... I would probably say Halo The Fall of Reach, which is basically a animated movie version of the book, and does it no service whatsoever, save for a few action scenes. OMG, I forgot about Forward Unto Dawn. I just remembered it being advertised on Halo Reach. It was advertised on Halo Reach. That's news to me, but I also miss out on things. But yeah, Fall of Reach, better read the book. And that comes from somebody who rarely reads books and still hasn't finished Halo Bad Blood. Nightfall. I watched it once after playing Halo 5, and I wasn't impressed at all by non-Spartan Locke being an asshole to a AWOL Spartan and to aliens who used to work for the Covenant. No fun. That movie was Watch it once, forget about it. Halo Legends had its episodes that were actually kinda nice. There were also a fuck ton of parody episodes. Like, there's legitimately a parody episode on Dragon Ball. Right, Dragon Ball. Literally fist fighting, screaming, everything. That was silly as hell, but otherwise there's been really good episodes there. Halo Landfall. What the hell is Halo Landfall? Oh, right. Right. Yeah, pretty much one parody episode. Right. This is the movie that basically was scrapped. Oh, yeah. The Marines, your ODSCs, try to get the data on where the chief is gonna crash down. Sounds valid. Now I actually know some of the plot. Shit. And that's about it, I guess. Yep. And funny enough, there's one episode in Halo Legends which actually managed to make a cameo in Halo Infinite with one of the cosmetics. That small ass teddy bear that you can strap onto your chest piece. That is a Halo Legends reference. Sweet, yet sour and sad. But you gotta watch that yourself. I'm not gonna spoil anything there. And with that, I probably... Well, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I got everything I wanted to rant about off my chest, so there's that. The Halo TV series on Paramount Plus is gonna flop. You have my word on it. And with that, I'm gonna bugger off, get ready for work, and catch me on Twitter, Discord, and whatever. Don't forget, this show is gonna belly flop. Mark my words. It's gonna belly flop and you will never hear from it again. Bye bye. See you around.